JD here, live from Westfield, Coomera, and my heading upstairs there was did Westfield get it wrong? And look, they're a pretty professional organisation, so I can't be too harsh with them, but Westfield Coomera opened, I don't know, about 4 or 5 months ago, and the upstairs section has a restaurant precinct in it, and I really do think they got it wrong, because Gail, my wife and myself are here to have a bite to eat tonight, and I think there's 3 other people. I know it's a Tuesday night, but it's all about the marketing, and I don't believe they've got the marketing right. I think they've got the marketing pretty wrong with this place, and I have to say that a lot of the restaurant owners would probably feel the same way. Let me show you this particular restaurant owner here. Yes, eat sushi. I don't think so. No one is. There's no one eating sushi. Okay, you can see there's completely empty, and so I think eat sushi could possibly be Gonski pretty soon. Look at that. Look at that. It's like a ghost house, for God's sake. There's no one in the sushi bar. And we're talking, pretty reasonable time of the evening. Here's another place which I'm just going to probably be critical of. It's called the Park whatever, and it's a bowling alley with a whole bunch of putt-putt golf and all sorts of other things. Have a look how popular that is at the moment. And they're not doing any marketing as far as I know. Anyway, look at this, empty. Absolutely empty. As I walk through here, it is like a ghost town. Now, it's got bowling alleys up there, and it's got a putt-putt golf course, and it has a bar and pizzas and all that sort of stuff, but can you see any humans? I cannot see a human in the place. And you know why? It's because it's not being marketed properly. By the way, when you're walking around doing these Facebook Lives, of course, it's if you had feelings, it would be a bit embarrassing. Because and speaking of embarrassing, excuse me, Mrs. Whoever you are, what do you think of what do you think of the marketing of this restaurant precinct up here? With you can see you're lucky to have got a seat. Hang on. Yeah, you are very lucky to have got a seat.
I think it's pretty abysmal, if you could ask me. It's pretty terrible.
It's pretty terrible, and the reason that we are being so sarcastic about this is that I've come from a shopping centre management background, and so therefore I know what it's like to actually market shopping centres. So I think I'm talking with some degree of
authority.
Authority. I was looking for that word. Thank you very much, Gail. And if you look across here, I'm just going to come again. Look at these people. They're actually. This is tragic. Look at this. Eat sushi, and it is just about empty. Empty, empty, empty. Okay, well, anyway, what do you say? It's just such a burden, a weight on one's shoulders to know all this. Look behind me there. This is the restaurant precinct at Westfield Coomera, empty. And the reason it's empty is because the marketing, I think, is pretty poor. And it's a shame, because they've got a lot of good restaurants here. They've got what sort of restaurants have they got here? Let me just ask you. What sort of restaurants have they got?
I think they've got a steak Lone Star Tavern.
A steak tavern. They've got the Lone Star.
No.
And they've got sushi, of course, no one in there. And they've got something downstairs. What's that? The chicken schnitzel place?
Yeah,
Schnitzels or whatever. Anyway. And they've got Japanese. They've got Betty Burgers. They've got a whole bunch of stuff. But unfortunately, it's pretty empty. And look, the moral of this is that when you are getting a marketing manager, you should get a marketing manager with a few wrinkles, okay? Because I happen to know that most of the marketing managers of these shopping centres are young kids. I say young kids, I'm trying to get rid of that thing. I think that just there, is a sign from, maybe it's a sign that somebody's going to zap me in a minute for my criticism, but this is not having a shot at Gen Ys. I'm just saying that if I was to build a $500 million shopping centre, or whatever this is, 200 million, it's quite a few million, I would not be putting it in the hands of someone who's still using Proactive skincare cream. I'd be putting it in the marketing, in the hands of someone with some experience. And I know that's easy to say that when you're an old fart, and any Gen Ys that are watching this will go, oh yeah, you're just saying that because you're not young anymore. No, I just think it makes sense that if you are going to build something worth 100 or 200 or $300 million, you'd probably think the marketing is pretty important. Otherwise you have empty stores, which they've got a couple happening here, and I would be putting that, my insurance policy would be making sure that I've got a marketing manager that's been there and done that. I'm sorry about that, I'm doing that just to give you a headache, by the way. Anyway, Gail, I'll just say one more thing.
Yep.
Okay, so therefore, if you were marketing this place, would you be on Facebook, pay-per-click advertising regularly? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm giving her the answer, by the way, just in case you got
and
that wrong.
Facebook living it.
And Facebook living it. And would you be marketing this into letterbox brochures?
Yeah, first thing I said, wasn't it? Just
letterbox brochures.
Letterbox brochures.
You see, that's
They've
the
got
thing.
an area right around them.
My view is that letterbox brochures for a shopping centre like this that has probably a drawing capacity of maybe 10 kilometres would be something I'd be doing every single damn week. And I know in the age that we live in, you might say, well, why not just Facebook and social media? Of course you would do that, but for God's sake, I'd be putting out letterbox brochures and I'd be putting out probably door hangers. And you might say, what's a door hanger? Because that's not something that's used very often these days. Well, a door hanger is just like you would have on your menu at, we might as well go to dinner, I'm over with showing off about this. I've made enough enemies with Westfield. I'm sure that every chance in the world I'm going to be probably wearing a bulletproof vest from tomorrow. But the thing is that letterbox brochures, don't be frightened to think that a letterbox brochure is still not relevant. It is. If you happen to be in the retail game, it absolutely is. And by the way, I've got to show you this. I'm going to swing around here. See behind me? Here, that is a kid's play centre, like a, what do you call that, this thing behind me? I don't know. It's one of those pinball machines. And look at that. Absolutely jammed, isn't it? Absolutely jammed. Not, okay? And look, they're roping that off there. I mean, obviously it's just to stop the crowds of people who are here at the moment. The crowds of people who are here, they're roping that off because it's just so popular. Now here it is here, hang on, it's called I Play Adventure. And let's have a look how busy this place is. Let me have a look. Look at this. It is absolutely jammed. Oh my goodness, I don't know whether we'll be able to get onto any of these attractions. Look at this, absolutely, and I've got to show you this, and I think this proves what I'm saying. Look at this, not only are we the oldest people in here, but of course we're the only people in here. Oh, it's tragic, isn't it? And this will probably be open to midnight. The tragic part about it is probably going to be open to midnight. Do you want to have a go in one of those ropes up there? That might be a bit of fun.
That would be, yeah, okay. No, not for me.
Okay.
But you've got to go to
Oh yes, I've got to show off about this. This is the theatres. Now I'm going to show you backwards because obviously that's the way Facebook Live works, but that is the events theatres. Let me show you where they made a mistake. Whilst we're bagging out everything Gordon Ramsay style, I might as well bag out the theatre. Have a look at this, would you? This is a picture theatre and it's got no red carpet. Look at this. Cement carpet. Does that give you the feeling of, coming into a picture theatre? I don't think so. And look at this, isn't that gorgeous? All the furniture there, so you can watch that. You can watch what's up on the screen. Look how bad this is. They have to go to Disneyland, these people. And of course, self-serve. You can't buy a ticket from any human anymore. There are no humans here. All you do is you walk up to this and buy your tickets here. It's crazy. So you have popcorn on your own. There's nobody here. So the Gen Ys have got a lot to answer for because they've actually decided that humans are not necessary anymore. Everything's done by machines. Look at this. No one's here. No one's going to the movies because this is rubbish. And look at the floor. Can you imagine building a theatre at any time in history and having a concrete floor without the typical red carpet? OMG. We've got one person at the theatre, okay? So it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I cannot believe the people that designed these places. And anyway. And of course what will happen is that some of these sorts of businesses may go broke and they'll scratch their heads and go, but why? But why? It's because you couldn't spell IQ, that's why. Listen, if you would like to never ever suffer from such dickheaditis and you would be interested to know how to put together a marketing plan that would pack this place, I am confident that if I took over the marketing of this place, within a month I'd have it jammed. I would have queues outside the door and there'd be no empty attractions like that. There'd be no empty restaurants because it's so easy. It is so easy to do. I bet you not one of these restaurants, when we have dinner in a moment, they will not collect our name and contact details, which means they'll never be able to market to us again. I'm getting off on this. I've got to stop this. I just came here for dinner. I didn't want to criticise anyone. Yes, I did. I was going to say I didn't want to criticise anyone tonight, but yes, I did. It's a gift. I've been given this gift of criticising, so therefore I may as well use it. By the way, if you would like to put together a marketing plan where you would not make these sorts of stupid mistakes, then simply click the link above, and there's a 14-minute video there which shows you how not to make all of these mistakes. And isn't that a lovely green background? It's weird, it's like I'm on Mars. So there, you will get a 14-minute video that will show you how not to make these mistakes. And simply click the link above. It's called wowmanifesto.com. And when you grab that 14-minute video, it'll give you the 11 components to putting together a marketing plan that will get you more leads. We call it the avalanche leads formula. Who haven't I criticised? Oh, I know, I'm just looking up here. I'll tell you what I haven't criticised. Let me have a look at this. I'll swing around to Gail. And, okay, Gail, I've got one more thing to criticise before I leave, because I'm actually been gifted with this criticism. Look at that. That is, they paid someone to do that. So therefore, here you've got the time zone, or whatever they call it, and then up here, look at that. They've actually paid money, I'm sure, for someone to graffiti that wall.
She's smoking something.
She's what? Yeah, she's smoking something. Why not put someone up there who's smoking a bong? That makes a lot of sense, okay? What a responsible thing to do for whoever the person suffering from dickheaditis who made that decision. Okay, over and out from me, Gail. Do you think I've criticised enough?
I think that's enough.
I have.
He's got it out of it.
Got it out of my system. I'm now going to put some alcohol into my system. Over and out, guys. This big finger is going to go